But let's see. What's the next one on the list?
Being a Death Eater.
Being a Death Eater.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
I'm back. I haven't been here.
Today we're talking about controversial shift talk. Not terrible and really controversial, but like in the mid. Yes, and we need to introduce our guest.
Hi, I'm Faith or Kat, and I use any pronouns, and I shift to a bunch of places. Not yet. I will.
Yes, you will.
Yes. Okay. So, what shall we jump into first? Should we just go for the hardcore ones first? What should we do first? We can talk about face claims. That's a simple one. I have nothing against face claims. I use them, so
Yeah, me too. I use face claims in some of my DRs. Not
I just saw a TikTok. That was like someone's opinion, which is it's their opinion, so I'll respect it, whatever. But it was no, they didn't like face claims because so they said race changing was okay because you are already that person in that DR, and then they said face claims was not okay. So that threw me off a bit.
I sent you that TikTok.
Yeah.
I was astonished. Race changing is not okay. It's not okay.
No, and to say face claims is not okay, but that is okay is a little
concerning.
Face claims are fine. I mean, they're obviously like I mean, I don't think I've ever used a face claim, but that's just me, and I think face claims are fine, of course. Like,
yeah, I try to steer away from face claims when I first started shifting. I changed everything about me. I kept me, but like it wasn't me. Like I didn't have weight and everything. I was really skinny. I was perfect. So the only DR I have a face claim in right now is my Outer Banks. Even though they're technically the same age as me, they're all 16. I look like I'm 12. So I want to look like I'm their age.
I feel like because I have like different characters for each DR. I don't know why I said it like that, but I have like different names in every single DR and different appearances in every single DR, and it's kind of like for me, most of them I don't use face claims. I'll just use my face, but like give me different hair or different like eyes and different like features. Like sometimes most of the time I'll keep my freckles. Sometimes I won't, just for something different. And sometimes because I hate my side profile, just most of the time I keep it, but sometimes I just get sick of it and go like, I have a good side profile. But I don't think that shifting to be looking different, unless you like, sometimes it can make you feel like a bit like you have to change your appearance to be like pretty, but I don't think that for me that's what I'm doing. I just think I'm like changing to feel a bit more comfortable in my appearance, I think. And I know that's kind of not about face claims, but that's just in the DRs where I do use face claims. It's mainly I use one in my Hufflepuff DR and in my crazy DR for Harry Potter. In my crazy one, it's because I don't want to be like me there. That one was more like a bit chaotic, so it was a bit like like I wanted a character there. But for my Hufflepuff one, that one's different because I'm 18 there, and I'm kind of scared of what I'll look like when I'm 18 in my CR. So I was just like, frick it. You know what? I'm not going to find out when I go there. I'll just age naturally here and then find out. So that's why I used a face claim there.
Yeah, I use face claims. Like, I'm trying to get more comfortable with myself. So, like, I'll just script out my acne.
Yeah,
like,
I do that for everything. Mainly for convenience, not because I don't like the, like, not because I'm insecure about my acne or, like, any stuff, but because, like, it's convenience, I think.
Yeah, I don't, like, my acne bothers me, so that's why I script out. But, like, when I'm, like, older, or, like, I don't look the same age, I'll, like, script a face claim. Okay, so shall we move on to scripting trauma?
Oh, God.
I think it's okay to a certain extent.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I think it's okay as long as you understand that it's real trauma. And and even if you script that it doesn't affect you in your DR, it's going to affect you here. So, like, if you're going to script trauma, maybe understand the trauma first.
I don't think I ever scripted trauma. Not even my first script, surprisingly. I think it was because my first script was just
eyes glow red when I'm angry. I had to.
Scripting trauma. I have, like, one of my Marauders DRs. I have two. They're exactly the same, except one is canon compliant and one Voldemort doesn't exist. And I feel like the one without Voldemort is just more like for me to chill. But I'm not, like, scared to go to the canon compliant one, even though, like, everyone dies. Like, I know that I'm going to go through a lot of trauma there, but I'm kind of, like, content with that. I don't know how. It just hasn't hit me that, like, I'm going to have to go through that.
But, Cedric, I'm waiting for Riley's reaction.
Around laughing.
She'll, like, I'll say, like, him. Cedric, she hates him.
Who was it? Okay, it was Jade on TikTok. I don't remember her.
I used to shift for Cedric, and then I changed it.
I shift for Cedric in my Hufflepuff DR.
I don't remember who but it was, like, people, like, some TikTok, and there's something, I gotta find it now. Give me a minute. It was, like, something, and I said it looked like when Cedric is laying down on the ground and, like, carries over his body, it looks like they're stargazing.
Riley.
Give me a minute, I'm gonna find the TikTok.
I swear, the only
today
they're stargazing. They're
nothing's new. There's like they're watching the stars. They're like a happy couple
together forever.
I don't know. I feel like my first script, I definitely had some, and then looking back on it, I'm like, why would I script that? So it's out now. I think it's also because I've just aged and matured. So you have to think of it this way. If that happened in your CR to you, how would you feel? Like, would you want to go through that? And you most likely won't. Like, it's real there.
I feel like part of the reason that I scripted a Canon Compliant Marauders DR is psychological, because, like, this is going to get real deep, but sometimes I don't feel like I've gone through enough trauma to be valid. And I know that's terrible because, like, everything is valid. But, like, I feel like sometimes I have to, like, go through a lot more to be, like, actually at this stage of depression that I am. And it's like, I know I can recognize that I'm not, and I'm like, I'm not doing bad mentally at the moment. And I'm not like trauma dumping or anything. I'm trying not to, but I feel like that's part of the reason that I script trauma. And I know it's not healthy, but it is why I do it.
That is a very bad reason.
Yeah. Like, it's valid. I get it, because I'm literally, I have an arranged marriage with Evan Rosier. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so the next question we have is scripting deaths.
Oh. Riley?
Scripting what?
Deaths.
Well, you see.
She's gonna be walking her dog. Don't worry, you guys.
I didn't script to death. I just didn't script out a death. You know. Yeah, I went to go on a walk instead. So y'all can deal with that on your own.
I still can't get over the fact that she's gonna be walking her dog.
I know.
Like, you're not even gonna be watching the Try Was Your tournament. You're just gonna be walking your dog.
I have to check real quick if I scripted out Cedric's death in the one where I'm dating him. Because I don't know if I did, and that might be a problem.
Yeah, go check. Go check.
Yeah.
You might want to tweak that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a little. That would be a little traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
I script out almost every death.
I scripted out Voldemort in that one. I forgot. Yep, no Cedric died.
Okay, smart.
I got that confused with my random Hogwarts DR.
But I don't script in deaths. I script out deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unless you count me being an orphan in one of my DRs, but that doesn't matter. But like, I script out serious death in every single one. Like, same with like Tonks. She's my older sister in my Golden Trio DR. Are you really think I'm gonna let her die?
Mm.
And it's gonna be Wolfstar, not Nymphadora, not my sister in Ramus. That's actually disgusting and like pedophilia. I literally feel like it's pedophilia.
Period.
Like, I can't, thinking about it makes me want to vomit.
Maybe, okay, let's see for scripting deaths. I don't think I've ever scripted a death. One, because I'd cry. So, and two, because, and I script them all out, most of them because what's it called? I cannot have Fred dying on me. I cannot have Cedric dying on me. Like, I don't care even if I'm not close with him. Like, I cannot have them there. And then what's it called? And then Sirius is one that, no.
Riley, turn back around with that smile on your face.
And then, let's see. Yeah, I can't, like, I would, no, yeah. I only skipped out death. I don't think I've ever scripted in death. I don't think I don't think there'll ever be an opportunity where I would. Because, like, a situation where I would. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, whoever doesn't script out Natasha Romanoff's death is an actual villain.
Yeah.
You have to script her death out. Because I'm not even putting in Endgame. I'm putting in Infinity War, but I'm not putting in Endgame. Like, we're winning Infinity War.
Yeah, she's got an idea.
I scripted out Snape's death because as my parent, that would be very, very traumatic to me because that's my only living parent.
Yeah.
I scripted out Fred dying. Not Fred, but like Fred's dying. Remus. I was gonna keep Sirius's death. To hear Harry cry because they muted that.
Are you, like, vulgar?
But I scripted his death out, so
Good.
Cedric.
Where's the wolf star? Jesus.
Yeah, you'd see us traumatized in your DR if you didn't script
Yeah.
I didn't script Wolfstar because I don't know. No.
You're gonna make me cry. I'm not lying. I have tears in my eyes right now. Like, I straight up, my wolf star heart can't handle this.
Oh my God, no, I love Wolfstar, but I kind of want to be. So Remus is my godfather, so I kind of want to be his child's godmother. So then it's like a loop around. I mean, they could have a child. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Magic exists.
true.
Especially there, y'all.
Especially there, y'all.
I don't know. I might script out. Well, I scripted out Tonks' death
Good.
because,
That's
um,
my sister.
yeah, that's your sister, my dear. But then I also scripted out. I might script out Lavender's death
Oh.
because that was pretty sad, and I cried during her death.
Yeah, I think she was out too.
I hate Lavender. We have beef in my DR.
I can't wish death upon anyone.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. So
So like, her and like, I don't mention her a lot because a lot of people don't ask about her, you know, like that. Because she's, a lot of people don't like her, and okay, yeah, but still, it just,
Yeah. I just, wishing death upon someone is brutal. It's
Just put things that are morally right, please. That's the only thing I wish.
But, let's see, what's the next one on the list?
Being a Death Eater.
Being a Death Eater.
yeah,
The way she slowly looks up and just puts her hands up.
yeah, right. You gotta come talk about this.
Yeah, I think you have to sit down for this one.
Okay. I get a lot of hate for this one. See, well, okay, so in I almost said in my Death Eater. In my DR, I am a Death Eater. For funsies, but I do switch over eventually. Why? Is there like a beauty filter on? Like, why do I look? Why is
I was
my
gonna say.
why?
So you used to have a lot of lipstick.
No, this is my natural lip color.
Ooh.
Wait, really? That's really pretty then.
Okay, my skin is actually just flawless. Never mind. Okay, so
We know that, girl.
so I don't know. I changed it like in my DR. I'm not a terrible person, you know. And I switch over to Help Harry, and it like works a little differently. So like it's not exactly how it is in the movies, which a lot of people hate me. Like, you're part of a group of people that are blah 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 blah. So like I don't know. I get both sides, but like, where's the fun in not being one? You know, I'm a Slytherin. Might as well. I'm shifting for the plot. Ain't no way Draco is gonna be a Death Eater and I'm not. Mateo's father is literally Voldemort, so I can't really do anything about it. You know? I'm not. Yeah. So
Just be like
I don't know.
Spy. Be a spy.
Yeah. See, I'm not a terrible person, so I don't care.
I never get the mark. In my DRs, I never get the mark. I'm like Narcissa. Except like in both of my Marauders DRs, we conquer Voldemort. Like me, Regulus, and Evan. Like we kill Voldemort. Regulus never dies, don't worry. They don't die.
That's good.
The three of us like secretly planned it. Like how we're destroying like all the Horcruxes. And like Lily in my first Marauder DR has no clue I'm doing this. So she's wondering why her girlfriend is disappearing for like 2 months when I'm like out destroying Voldemort. I love you, Lily.
In my first script, I scripted I was going to become a Death Eater with Draco and everything. I obviously realized that it's going to be very traumatic for me. So I scripted that out now. Draco still does get the mark because out of my main friend group, the people that would have to get the mark is Draco and of course Mateo, because he's literally the son. So Voldemort's gonna make him. And then Theo. Those are like three. And the best person that would be able to go through it and like be good about it is Draco. So that's why I kept him having it. And if it wasn't Draco, it would be someone else. And I feel like Draco would handle it better. But I did script that he doesn't get the mark, so it's not physically on him. So he's kind of like Narcissa. And then I'll probably end up having to attend meetings and everything. I scripted I cannot get the mark. But because Snape's my dad, and then I didn't script it, but hopefully gonna date Draco. So, and I have connections with like Mateo and Theo and everything. And I'm a Slytherin. And also Harry's twin sister. So there's a lot of like ties I can get into. But yeah.
I think for me, the Death Eater thing, I don't think I ever scripted it as Death Eater. Oh my god, I just got a list randomly. Anyways, basically, the Death Eater thing. I've never scripted I was a Death Eater, and the only issue with that is the fact that my guardian is Snape. So like, and that also like one of my parents is literally Regulus. So yeah, that's an issue there, but I never scripted that. So the only thing, and then I also scripted that the boys get the marks, right? And so does Pansy, but they all get the marks, but we're like by the end of it, or like by the middle, when we find out that they're all like all got roped into it, that with the help of Snape, that we were able to like remove them, and they were like fine, because I don't want them to like have to live with that. So I was like, okay, they need to get some relief there. So there's that. And then also the only person that I didn't have get it, I think, was Enzo, because
he can't handle it.
Yeah,
My little poor baby. He can't handle
love
it.
Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo, love him. I couldn't see him getting like into that, and I feel like he would want to stay away from that. Definitely like protect everyone.
The only thing that I have with Enzo in that DR is the thing that, okay, one, Enzo's super sweet, and he's in the DR where what's it called? Where I can't choose. So he's like one of like the three people that I can't choose from. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that to Enzo. I know Theo and Mateo can handle it. And the only reason I know they can handle it is because, one, it's the son, and then two, it's his best friend, and I know he'll go along with whatever his best friend says. So there's that. And then Blaze is just far too mature to not be able to handle it. And then Pansy, she literally doesn't care the entire time. That's something I'm gonna know, because I just can't have Enzo having it. So he's a Death Eater, but he doesn't have it because something goes on with his family there, like a deal.
Yeah.
Also, okay, so Enzo, he's part of like our group, but he is not a Death Eater. He's the only one of our group that's not a Death Eater, because I don't see him being one. So he like knows, and he's like part of the group, but he's not one.
Yeah, I date Enzo in my Slytherin DR. So
Oh my god.
So in my DR, I know I said this in another episode, but Draco eventually, basically, Dumbledore tells him to join the Order, so he becomes a double agent. So I feel like that way he could get the redemption he deserved. So he won't go to Azkaban or have a trial for being a Death Eater because one, he doesn't have the mark, and two, he has people who will back him up. Like he'll have me and Harry, who are the chosen ones. He'll have Ron and Hermione, who were like the sidekicks. He'll have Remus. He'll have literally everyone in the order to back him up. And I feel like Pansy and Blaze would totally join the order. Or the DA.
Oh, yeah.
They would join the DA at the end.
Yeah.
So that's my little like redemption for all of them. So they all don't go to Azkaban for like any Death Eater things. But I guess wrapping it all up, if you, whatever you script, you can script. It doesn't matter. It's your script, your DR. So if you want to script your Death Eater, by all means, go ahead. I personally think it's very traumatic, but it depends on how well you can handle that. And I would definitely script, if you are being a Death Eater, that you don't have to torture and kill others. Like, unless you like to do that, whatever. But I would definitely script that out.
I haven't scripted I'm a Death Eater ever, but the way that my Canon Compliant Marauders DR is, I actually have no idea what's going to happen, like, when I'm there. So, I feel like what would happen is that I have this idea in my head that, like, I'm going to be forced to take the mark. And I know that's very traumatic, but I don't know why I think that. I just feel like that's going to happen. So that'll be fun when I get there. I think, maybe. No, definitely not.
Okay. Scripting hate.
You're scripting what?
Hate.
Do it. Yeah, what?
Like, I script out racism in every DR.
Discrimination.
Like discrimination.
Oh, I thought like haters. Haters?
Oh no, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like haters, they're kind of funny too. Like,
Yeah.
in my favorite DR,
But like,
Astoria, my favorite. Love my enemy.
This is an unpopular, controversial opinion. I don't hate Astoria.
Me neither. Just in my DR.
it's just she's there.
exactly.
In my Slytherin DR, she's my cousin. So,
I had to spice my DR up a little bit. So she was just the unlucky person that got chosen to hate it on, but I don't hate her. And like,
I don't know what's gonna go on in my DR.
Her and Cho are my little like people that don't like me, you know?
Ron and I have beef. These girls would know. They hear me complain about him like every single day.
So we can combine these two topics together because they're very, very similar. So aging yourself up or down, but there's also aging characters up or down. So it's like
I don't care. I really don't give a
I don't care either.
maybe if
but
you
like a simple limit.
Yeah, no, I think as long as you don't go too far up or too far down, like,
Yeah.
I personally don't go down in my age because
Yeah, neither do I. I can't go down.
it doesn't feel right. I don't want to be younger.
I do. I have some DRs where I start Hogwarts at 11. But
Like
Yeah.
that, I don't care about.
Just like that, yeah.
yeah.
like where I'm going into first year and I'm 11. But I feel like that's different because it's like I was younger than that when I was like imagining myself going to Hogwarts. I'm like, I want to be that, like, I want to have that childhood growing up at Hogwarts thing.
Yeah.
So,
Like that, I'm perfectly fine with. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, a lot of people do that anyways because a lot of people just want to experience Hogwarts. So
Yeah, I've thought
Yeah.
about it.
But in some of my DRs, Hogwarts starts later, or I'm just in later years. But I have, I think, like 2 or 3 where I'm 11.
I age myself up in most of my DRs just because I'm 15. So like I think I've mentioned that quite a bit in this video, but like still like so for my fame DR I'm older and I don't think I've aged myself down. Yeah, I haven't. But only aged myself up. And aging yourself down is fine too, you know? Like the most I've aged myself up though was like I'm 20 in my old like in the DR that I'm oldest in is 20 and that's my fame DR, so it's like 5 years. So
When I first started shifting, I was 13. So because I was 13 and third year students are 13 in Harry's year, I had this whole idea to go to third year and everything. And I'm 16 now. I'm going to be 17 in March. So, for me, people who, like, I'll see so many people obsessed with, like, third year Draco. I used to be obsessed with him. But now, looking at him, he looks like a little baby to me. Like, I don't feel, like, romantically liking his third year, so I aged them up. So now third year students in Harry's year are 14. And I might just change it to honestly 16, but I don't know. But do what makes you comfortable. Again, it's your DR. Don't let whatever people say make you change your DR.
Unless it's race changing.
I'm sorry. If for the, this kind of goes with it. For people who aren't minors who are adults and they want to go to Harry Potter, well, most of the Harry Potter movies, the characters are minors. So if they age them up, it's not weird because in that reality, they are that age. They are matured. They are grown up. They are adults. So it's people don't understand that it's similar to the movies and books, but it's different because they're, like I said, older, mature. They're not little children. So the next question, this one's a pretty good one. I like this one actually. Having a significant other in your CR and then dating a character or having a significant other who's different in your DR.
I see. I don't think it's that weird. I don't really mind it mostly because I am doing it, but it doesn't seem like it's a completely different reality. So it doesn't feel off to me. But then again, I haven't shifted, so I guess I don't know what it's like to actually be with the other person. But like,
I feel like there's nothing different from having a significant other in your CR and your DR between having a different significant other in 2 different DRs. Like,
yeah, that actually makes more sense.
But I feel like, I mean, if you want to talk to your significant other in your CR, and if it makes them uncomfortable, you know, do whatever you want. But I think it's fine, honestly, because it's 2 totally different realities.
Yeah.
I mean, it's how you feel. If you're comfortable with it, then that's fine. If you're not, and it's difficult for you to do that, then don't. But it's 2 different realities. So they're 2 different people in 2 different worlds.
I feel like it's something you would discuss with your significant other in your CR. And like, if it depends on what their opinion is. Because if they say like, oh, I don't want you to date other people in your DR. Like, I don't know what you would do next, though.
Mhm.
It's like, I feel like I'm not the best person to talk on this as like someone who's polyamorous, but I don't know.
Yeah, I felt that. Like, I don't.
Because I don't really understand most like stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm. Like, I just personally have no problem with it.
yeah.
Shifting just to get railed.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. I don't.
I honestly,
You do you.
I was gonna say you do you.
Yeah.
I think, especially if you're going to something like fictional, like Hogwarts, I would definitely more focus on Hogwarts, the school, getting to know people. Not necessarily getting railed. That could be a plus. Like,
Could be a secondary thing.
yeah. Do I eventually want to do that? Sure. But is that my main goal? No.
No.
But you do you, yeah.
Yeah. Your DR, you can do what you want.
Okay,
Okay.
revealing personal info from people in your DR. Like
No.
like bringing it back to your CR.
I'm not going to reveal their private information. That's no.
Yeah. Again, it's like another reality, so you wouldn't want people revealing personal shit about you in this reality.
Yeah.
Why go? Like, I understand some things like, oh, their favorite color or
Yeah.
Yeah.
something they haven't told their parents, but like, if it's like something really deep, no, I wouldn't share that.
I would like the most you'll ever see me sharing is like their favorite color, their favorite meal, like where we went on a date, like little details about things. But I would never reveal someone's private personal information.
Yeah.
Especially if you're shifting to like a fame deer, because that's just not it.
Yeah.
It's not
if you
more
go to like a fame deer and you like find out like or like know personal information about like real people, then you have no authority to share it in your CR at all.
Like, you don't want people sharing your shit, so don't share other people's shit. It's simple, easy rules. Okay, method you hate.
Raven method.
Any one that people just like make up randomly, like it has nothing to like it's not a method, you know. I don't know how to describe it, but
I don't really like any methods. Like,
Same.
I don't do methods. I don't think I've finished a method more than 5 times, you know? I always give up because I like hate how it works and how I do it. But here's a controversial thing. I don't hate the starfish position.
I have like mixed feelings about it.
I don't hate it. Like, it's not that uncomfortable for me. Like,
yeah,
I don't hate it. I just hate how it was told.
described.
Yeah. Like, I don't like that it was like the only position you could do, but like, if I'm going to shift, then like sometimes I'll still go and just do a starfish. I can't say it. Starfish position for like no reason. I'll just do it when I try to shift.
A newish method that everyone was talking about. It was a couple months ago, maybe. The 5 break 5 method. I actually really hate that method.
I haven't heard of it.
I didn't. I tried it. The only thing I don't like is I don't know how long. Also, I I don't know. I didn't mind it, but I feel like it got really hyped really fast. And there was one of those methods where people were like, yeah, try this method. This has got tons of people to shift. You just talked about it yesterday. Like, no, you haven't. Like, you know, it was advertised as one of one of the methods that just like makes you shift. And that's what is frustrating to me.
Yeah, it was, it also demotivated a couple people. Like, what I've seen, they tried for 5 minutes, which it's possible you could shift in 5 minutes, but from everyone I've heard who has shifted, it's taken them way more than 5 minutes. So it just demotivates people because it's like, oh, if I don't shift in 5 minutes, I'm not going to, which isn't true.
Yeah.
So that's why I hate that method.
Okay. A favorite Harry Potter ship? Wolfstar.
Yes.
Wolfstar.
Yeah.
Any Wolfstar, Dragulus, Rosekiller, Dorleen. Dorleen, especially. I love Dorleen.
I'm a big Luna.
Well, I was just gonna say Luna.
Or Linny.
Linny, yes.
Yeah.
Linny. I'm huge on that one. Our last question is a Harry Potter ship you hate.
Hermione.
Yes.
Wait. I don't hate that ship.
No, I hate it.
It's not my least favorite. My least favorite, other than any illegal ones, I don't know. I would be able to tell you if.
Oh, Lily and Snape.
Oh, yeah, Snelly. I don't like Snelly. Snelly's the worst.
Addison, go away. Addison, go away.
No, okay. I don't like them together, but they were originally my first parents. It was them too. Not anymore. So
Draco and Astoria.
Draco and Pansy.
Oh, don't even get me started on that one. Tonks and Remus, obviously.
Yeah.
Tonks not being with a girl.
Yeah.
Or Charlie. Like, if she's gonna be with a guy, it has to be Charlie.
Yeah.
That's probably what it's gonna end up being in my DR.
Especially if you read the books. Like, if you read the books, you would know.
Yeah, like, you would know the amount of, like, those two are, like, best friends.
The crime that it is to not have Charlie in the films. Like,
I know.
I don't love Drarry, but I don't hate them. Like,
yeah.
they're in the middle.
Yeah, it's like, I don't have a problem, but it's also like that, like...
Who?
Drarry.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said Driggery, and I was like...
Dreary?
Draco and Cedric was very... like...
Fuck that shit.
It's very thrown off there. I thought you said, like, Diggory, and I was like...
Oh, nope.
Oh,
I know this is bad.
Okay.
The last question, but not Draco. Harry and Cedric.
Yeah. Like,
they were just stargazing. Actually, yeah, because they were...
I feel like people are gonna like come at us for Hermione, so I feel like we gotta like go deeper on it. I feel like
it disgusts me.
I feel like Hermione could do so much better. He literally loved Draco to death. More movie Draco than book Draco. But he literally calls her slurs. Why would you want to marry and date that person who throws slurs at you for years? It just bullies you. Like, enemies to lovers, sure, love and enemies to lovers.
That's me and Evan.
But not when he's throwing slurs at you.
Yeah, he's not.
And like, Hermione could do so much better.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna use a Q-tip this episode.
Oh yeah,
It's a new thing every single episode.
You know what? No, it's not a Q-tip with the remote today. It's this my TV remote. Yeah, I still have yet to get a wand. Okay, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Oh, am I doing the wrong way? Ah.
It doesn't matter which way.
I can't do a wand spin, obviously. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
And yeah, this was a fun episode. We love having guests on. If you want to be a guest, go to our TikTok. There's a form in the bio. It's in our link tree, which is in our bio, to fill out the form to be a guest, and we'll message you. Yeah. But thank you guys for supporting us. It really means the world. Like when I came up with the idea to start this, didn't think it was gonna be this fun, this big. But with these lovely people, humans,
and guests.
Yeah.
Okay. We love you all.
Love you.
Mwah.